Hey everybody, how's it going? How's it going, Tyler?
People, I'm doing pretty good. Pretty good.
Pretty good.
Had a good week. Actually, no clutches this week so far, but hopefully one or two dropping by Saturday is what it's looking like. So,
yeah,
I'm busy. I end my quarter at school on Friday, and then I'll be off for a few weeks.
Nice.
So
You need a break, man. You really do need a break.
I'm so ready for a little break from school. So we're in finals week right now, getting all the stuff like tied up and doing tests, and then I get 3.5 weeks and I'll be in Daytona. So that'll be awesome for the show.
Yes, sir. I cannot wait.
Yeah, I'm stoked to see all the people out there and get down there for my first Daytona show.
That'll be my first one too. So I want the rain to hold off. I want to be able to walk on the beach. You know, to me this time it's not so much about hanging out with everybody. I just need a little break.
Yeah.
But I know Sammy's going to be like, we're going here, we're going here, we're going here.
Sammy's got all the plans. I need to go to the show, hang out, just relax for a bit.
Yeah, I think you're the same way. Just need to relax for a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
I do want to say, Mr. Snuffles, you have not claimed your winnings yet. I need you to reach out to me if you're watching this. You've got 1 week. 1 week. So it's been a couple weeks already, and I'm ready to move some product here. So anyway, what else you got, Tyler?
Finally getting some babies that just hatched out to eat, and got my second clutch cutting on Saturday. So I'm excited to get the season really going. I got the first clutch that I produced out and is ready to sell. I got to get them up on Morph Market soon, but you know, we're gonna start. I think I got 5 clutches to cut this month and 5 next month. So, but there was quite a long gap between the first clutch and the second clutch. So, you know, I kind of hate to say it. You know, it gets a little less exciting when you've seen the babies 800 times when you're opening the bins. Seeing the same animals over and over, it's still great. But to get the next wave of hatchlings here is going to be fun, and they make good Instagram posts when you're excited about them and they're new. It's like you can post about them more, and you're a little more hyped up and excited, and just to see what I get this year. So it'll be really fun.
Well, I love seeing your post. You're showing off your clutches you're getting, and it's just amazing. You know, I'm still stuck at 3 for this year. And every day you go twice a day going in there, opening tubs, you know, the last shed. And when they're, you know, due to hatch, and you're just like, oh,
come on.
But it is what it is. And my wonderful husband finally bought me a machine. And so we'll be getting it in, I would think, within the next couple of weeks. And then,
nice.
You know, I was asking you backstage about when your new 2025 season will start for you. You said about November. And so I'll probably go October because, you know, I have been giving my males a little break, and I want to go through, test everybody, see where I'm at, and just kind of go from there when the new machine comes in.
Yeah, I do some pairings in like September and stuff like that. It really depends on the females, but like November is when I start kicking females into gear and throwing males in a lot. But yeah, some of my males need a break because I mean, as you can tell, I'm having a pretty late season by my standards. I got 10 clutches down, and I'm still waiting on like 19 girls are past their pre-lay shed right now.
Oh, so, wow.
I'll be sitting in eggs here soon, but I still am pairing a handful of animals and still waiting on clutches. So the males haven't been out of females tubs for too long. So they need a month or 2 off to bulk up some more and then get ready to go again.
Right. Mine's about a month and a half in of having a break.
Nice.
So, you know, some people are like, no, don't give them breaks, put them to work. And I'm just like, I'm actually the one that needs the break.
Right. It depends on the male for me.
Yeah.
Males, literally, they'll pair 12 months out of the year and eat every week. And then there's other males. I'm like, okay, I got 3 months to pair you before you stop eating, and I can't pair you again. So,
Right.
And then they need 3 months to get back up to a good weight and good look, and then I'll put them in again, and they sit on that section. Sucks. But,
well, I guess we'll get some shout outs out of the way here.
percent.
Mr. Sammy Vargas, how are you, Mr. Sammy?
What's going on?
And my best friend in the industry, Miss Jamie. Vinny. We have Vinny coming up September 25th, and he has a special egg cutting episode.
Oh, is it
And you're going to love it.
Stripes? Monarch G stripes?
I'm not saying.
Yeah.
Hey, Mr. James, how's it going? Miss Tara, how are you? She's our next week's guest. So,
yeah, we thought she was last week.
Yeah, that's my bad. Y'all, I've been through it.
I know. And
well,
I think that's it.
Yeah, let's bring out our amazing co-host for tonight, our amazing co-host. If I can get him pulled up here.
Where is he?
Sammy, I don't know what's working. Oh, hang on, dude.
There we go.
Go.
That's Sammy as my co-host. Holly's co-host.
See what happens, yeah.
I don't know if it's going to work or not. And then NKSZ Reptiles. Hey, guys, how's it going?
Good. How are you?
I'm wonderful.
Good. So let's get quick introduction from you guys. Tell us a little bit about yourselves and introduce yourself to the YouTube channel.
Okay. I'm Nate.
I'm Nelson.
My daughter and my fiance are the other half, the K and S, and they obviously don't do everything with us, but they support what we're doing, so I'll go with it. So basically, how it got started is
We were babysitting.
Yeah, we were babysitting a blue-eyed Lucy, unknown genes. Okay, and I had a four-wheeler accident, and I had a pretty nice four-wheeler. And so he was with me, actually.
Yeah,
we were on 3 wheels all the way home. So, yeah, one wheel decided to go into the woods while going about 55. So, it was pretty dangerous. And after that, it scared me a little bit. And a local breeder wanted the four-wheeler, and I wanted some snakes because we had the blue eye. And then my fiance got a normal. Okay, so... Yeah, it was after that it was over because I went to Morph Market after I got my first pinstripe. I was watching BHB Reptiles, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Brian, he had that pinstripe. I was watching him import that, you know, $15,000 to $40,000, and now it's so cheap. And I was like, man, I want one. Well, I went to the internet, I got one, and Morph Market. So after that, it was over. I got one, he wanted one, and it just it happened. I traded the four-wheeler for 5 proven breeders. Yellow belly female, a normal female. One was supposed to be a black pastel shatter het pied. It was a nice normal het pied. I paid $450 on that one. Okay, so I took the bullet on it, but this local breeder is like, hey, listen, I'm totally sorry about that. I'll replace that with something shatter for you. Go to Morph Market, pick what you want. So I did what he said. I took the Morph Market. I found a pastel. It is pastel shatter, yellow belly or asphalt, and dinker gene. So I got pictures of like new arrivals and stuff we'll have coming. I'll show here in a little bit. Okay. But that he covered that, and so he replaced that. And since he was ripped off in the first place with the black pastel shatter, I said, hey, when I hit a shatter, I'm gonna give it to you. That way you can work that shatter gene. Like so,
shatter. Are you talking nanny or just the shatter?
Just shatter.
Okay, because I get them so confused because there's another one for nanny and I always forget it.
Oh, I don't know the one for nanny.
Carnage.
Yes, Carnage. There we go. Hey, Mike. Hey, Morph Forge, how's it going?
Morph Forge, what's up?
Yes. They'll be at Daytona too. I'm so excited.
But so yeah, that's how we got started. And like I said, it's more of a hobby right now. We're enjoying it. We're making some beautiful babies. I mean, yeah, beautiful normals right now. But
I do have an Inchy Bongo and an Inchy Lesser, 30% het clown.
yeah, he has an Inchy Lesser and an Inchy
They're
Bongo.
for sale.
Yeah, those are both for sale. I have one keeper, and the only reason I'm keeping it is because it's a female. By the way,
They're all
Bongo,
female.
our Bongo, Pastel Inchy Lesser Bongo Het Clown, is putting out all females. All females. Through the whole clutch. 2 clutches, actually, that he fathered. All females, I think. Yeah, all females. And so I sexed them, and the local breeder sexed them, and we came up with females. But I have a Pastel Bongo. She's 50% het clown. I'm just going to grow her up 1.5 to 2 years and Pastel Inchy Lesser Bongo het clown. I'll prove out that het. I'll have a nice looking animal, even as a pet, if I don't breed her. She's just a beautiful example of the Bongo. She's got some chaining on the dorsal. Gorgeous. And he did a good job this year. He's on a break. He's back on food, just smashing it.
He's just been paired with a pastel yellow belly.
Yeah, he's been pairing with her for the past couple months, so he's off that stuff right now, and he is eating again. He's around 900 to 1,000 grams. What's up, Lace? That's who. Yeah, I was in a group chat with today, and we won't go on that conversation. But they already know what I'm talking about. Thank you, Lace, for coming in, for real.
Yeah, hello, Lace. I haven't seen you in here before.
For sure. Like I said, I invited a lot of people, so I mean, I'm hoping a lot of people show out for us, you know.
So what I want to do is, you've got 3 hosts here, and we're all going to ask you one question.
Okay.
Each, and you can kind of go from there.
Okay.
I'll go first because this is like really important to me. I know now where you guys are, you really don't have a lot of storms, do you?
No.
Mostly snow and rain.
Snow and rain, yeah.
Snow and rain.
Yeah.
So do you have an emergency plan for your animals to get them out if you have to?
We have generator. We have a generator to run our electric for our snakes if electric goes out. We have this heater in here that is our backup heater, so we can plug it into the generator as well. So they'll have their heat, they'll have their back heat. Everything will still be normal for them.
So what about an exit plan though? Like,
an exit plan is like right here.
that's awesome.
So I mean, it's right there, and then that's in the center. So that's
what.
But
okay,
that's our exit plan. I mean, right now we're in the process of building a building inside our garage. Okay, so this here that we're in is 7 foot, or 7 foot by like 4 foot, 5 foot.
Okay.
So this is all our racks in here, and it's claustrophobic. So we went up to a 10 by 12 into the garage. So we've got one solid wall done. It's a thing where we're building as we get the money. You know what I mean? It's buying reptiles, buying food for your kids, stuff like that, and bills. They're crazy. Yeah, so I mean that's what we're doing, and we have an escape plan for that too. Like it's right by the garage door, the entrance is, and it's going to be fully insulated and enclosed.
I don't know. I just don't.
All right, Tyler, what's your question?
It's a pretty simple question, but what is your? It's actually 2, but they're kind of connected. So, what's your favorite project you're working right now, and then what is like one project you want to get into in the future?
Okay, so my favorite.
What I'm most excited about at the moment is we're going to be getting ready to start our Dreamsicle project here in a month or 2.
Nice.
That's my one I'm most excited about at the moment.
I'm excited about the dreams too, but I'm excited about my visual pied single gene. Okay, wait, maybe pastel.
I like that.
Going to 7 gene het pied male from Marcus at Morphologics. So those genes are there.
Hell
That's what I'm saying. So he's a beauty. He's in shed right now. He's smashing, and I just let him smash, and he's going at it. I got him around 250 grams 3 months ago. He's around 500, 550.
Wow.
So he's eating, going in the shed, eating, going like back to back. So yeah, I mean, he's going up good. But the other pairing I'm really excited about is the freeway to the 7 gene, because I want to create some pretty awesome freeways, and that would be the way to do it with the yellow belly and that. So I'm excited about that pairing as well. But those are my main two right now. But I've got some stuff coming that I'm a little more excited about.
Sammy, what's your question?
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
What's your goal for this year, or your goal for going on to breeding pythons, ball pythons?
Well,
Hey, Alex. Hey, Shauna Connor.
So, like, the goal for right now
is
is
just to have fun with it and to get what we think we want or what we know we want, and have visually appealing animals for the people.
Yeah, that's our main focus, is visual appeal. Like, I've bought some pretty quality animals, and since they're quality, I know their babies are going to be quality. Like, my OD Pied stuff is from Chris Salsey down at Ball Pythons 101, and it's an OD Pied, but he is full of emojis from neck to tail. And like my OD Pied I got from Henley Reptiles. She is the only one I've ever had regurgitate. She did it one time because I was new at it, and I didn't think, oh, don't handle her. Well, she did, and worst smell ever. Don't want to ever do it again, so I leave them alone for 3 or 4 days. But she had a shed, so when she had that shed, her yellow came out like with orange, and I was talking to another breeder. I said, hey, she regurgitated a meal like 2 sheds ago. Would that affect her collar? And he said, no. He's like, through her sheds, she will change.
Mm-hmm.
And so she's probably pastel OD,
Nice.
And I'm happy with that because it's OD to pastel OD, so super OD pastel. And I mean, I'm happy with that. I'm doing the supers. I like supers because, hey, you can't miss out on the super, like, I have super pastel, a couple super pastels. Like, me and my brother joke about it because I tell him I'm gonna pastel the world with my supers.
Oh no! No!
But
That's
pastel's a nice gene. All right.
That's Holly's best gene.
My super pastel pinstripe.
Pastel's nice. Just browns out clowns, but not in clowns. It's nice.
What's up, Chris?
About at breeder size. She's around 1,000 grams.
Oh damn.
Doing good. She's from Buckeye State Balls, Christian over there. He's on Instagram, Instagram and TikTok. But he has some fire. He's producing some good stuff right now. He made me a killer deal on this. And like I said, so she's super pastel, yellow belly pen, and the male she will go to is OD super inchy, banana leopard, pastel fire, yellow belly het pie.
Are you not worried about getting so many genes in there you can't identify?
No, shed testing.
Well, there's no shed test for everything,
at that
though.
point is where I would shed test because of so many genes running around. And I mean, I would do a full panel because for most of those genes in there, there's shed tests out there. And for an animal of high quality like that could be worth a better value, that's worth shed testing to me. But if I'm making like a pastel 50% het pied, that's how I'm going to sell it. Like, because it's not worth me spending that extra to shed test that when I could go a little cheaper and help someone else out with getting that and even wanting to prove it out. So, I mean, I want to keep a lot of like pet level, if that makes sense, because I want to do shows. And like, I mean, I'm not going to lie, I'm not going to take.
We want to for an everyday person to be able to afford an animal.
Yeah.
is what he's trying to say.
Yeah. And so, like, a lot of people around here, you know, it's not a real rich society around here at all. And you come up from where you start, you know, and it was a rough upbringing. My dad was a single parent, worked 2 jobs. My grandma had to babysit us, you know. My mom, she was a drug addict, so that wasn't really involved. And we're here now. We're doing good. And we're just proving to everyone that we can do it, you know.
Well, good for you. That's a lot to go through.
Oh,
You know,
it's hard. It was hard, but
yeah,
it gets
and you and
better.
your brother are sticking together. I mean, my sister and I are really close, and
we
that's a
have fun
special
together. We joke
relationship.
and laugh all
So,
the time about these snakes because
hey, Bertha.
at first when we were starting, we didn't have enough racks. So, like, not gonna lie, we kept 2 females together, only 2 females, but they were in a 28 quart separated. Well, I was feeding and he was feeding, but his feeding didn't go as good as mine because I offered first, and his came at him because of the offering of mine. So he got bit on that, and like that's one of the jokes we always laugh about. But then I got it back as karma a year and a half later when I was feeding the spider. I'll show her because of how big she is. She's in shed, so
It's saying something here.
pretty sure she's ovulating.
Your neck work.
But she's pretty thick. She's like really,
got it back on.
really thick right now. But so she, I was feeding her, and when I was feeding her, I knew she was about to take the food, so I kind of shut the drawer on her, and I kept my hand up here. Okay, I'm like, "Hey Nelson, come here." I said, "Watch this girl," because we just got her, and she was smashing them left and right. And her face was there. I didn't look back in, and she came up over and got my hand. So
that's happened a few times.
That was me getting it back. So yeah, lesson
Hey,
learned.
Frank, how's it going, man?
What's going on, dude?
Me and Sammy and Nelson, we went in on a project. We're gonna do a little bit of clown stuff. We're gonna clown around. A banana spider clown. Okay. Beautiful snake. I just fed him today. Honestly, my frozens came in today from Rodent Pro. I was like, man, I gotta get my feedings done. I'm gonna go live tonight. So there's a few we can get out, but for the most part, all of our collection ate today. And I mean, every once in a while, like my bigger females, I'll go every other week, like especially with a medium rat, because I don't want to give them weekly and them stop with a medium rat. You know what I mean? I'd rather just do small every week, but why do small when you can do a medium every 2 and just save a little bit, you know? So plus her be full for that whole 2 weeks. Like my citrus pastel Puma, I love that girl. She was a rescue, and she wasn't really a rescue, but the guy who had her.
Yeah.
Okay.
The guy who had her, basically his heat went bad and like a lot of his stuff burned. And this is one of the few that made it. And I'm just going to go ahead and call out like this local pet store, Belpre Aquarium, because they have the sibling to this snake. The snake's 1,100 grams. Okay. They have the sibling that is still 230 grams.
Oh, wow.
Keeping it on cardboard in a 20-gallon.
Oh, no.
Yeah. So I've been in contact with this girl locally. She's a rescue. And I'm talking to her. I'm like, listen, I said, I'll show you a picture of my snake. And when I first got it, I said, the one that's still there is still the same size as this picture. And she's like, I'm going to see what I can do about that. Like, she doesn't like how he keeps his reptiles. And she's very adamant. There was an accident a while back, 6 months ago, where U-Haul wrecked and had a bunch of balls, and she rescued them. Well, they ended up killing her whole collection. They had some kind of virus, disease, something, and it took out her stuff too. Yeah. So
gotta be careful with.
Yeah, it's hard,
with
but
that.
she's a nonprofit. She's doing good. She's got her own place there in Marietta, Ohio. It's called I forget. It's brand new. It's like 2 weeks old, and they finally got their own shop. So they're doing rescues and all that stuff. Like they're getting stuff back to health, surrenders, stuff like that. Reptiles. They have red ear sliders, birds. You know what I mean? And they're just rehoming them after they get them back to health.
Good deal.
So,
Hey, John, how's it going, man? Hey, Mr. Will, how's it going?
So, yeah, my new arrivals are, well, you can tell him what you're going to be getting because he's going a different project, okay?
I'm just going to ultramel.
Yeah.
I'll be getting.
He wants ultramel, so, I mean, he's into it. I'm not, but
Did you hear Tyler?
ultramel's cool, but I don't
Did
want to
you
work
hear
on
Tyler?
the same projects as him, so I'm going to let him do that, you know? At
Monarch
for sure. But so Pravada Exotics, okay, Richard over at Pravada Exotics, gave me a great deal on a pastel gravel pied female. Oh my gosh, she's gorgeous. Let me get the picture up here. So she just had her first shed, and this is her in picture.
Pretty high pattern, it looks like.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Let me actually pull you off real quick. Oh, I just shut my screen off. Sorry. My bad.
All right, well, we're going to run the sponsor videos really quick, everybody.
So
And we'll
And I just want to say, everybody, Oklahoma people, Don Feely is your hookup for Reptichip. Get a hold of John. If you want tags for your tubs, hit up Graceful Pythons. If you want amazing husbandry software, Husbandry Pro, put in Texoma 60. I was right down there, and I had to think about it.
If you want Coco to go, hit up Tyler.
Yeah.
And then if you want shed testing, 15% off, it's Texoma 15 for Charlie. And everybody loves Charlie, y'all. All right. What do we have? That is pretty.
So that is the pastel gravel possible blackhead pied that he is sending me over.
What's up?
I have some new arrivals as well. That's okay. So this is very unique. It's hard to even capture, really, but
Interesting.
that is definitely different. So I'm getting that, and like I've not seen it with the black stripe at all. Like, cause that's a solid black.
So what are the genes in it?
See, that's what we don't know.
We don't know.
We don't know.
Who are you getting it from?
Sammy. He bought a collection where the guy didn't know the genetics.
Oh God.
So I'm gonna take that and work it and see where we go with it. Then
It's a white snake with a black stripe.
Yep, all white with a black stripe. That's
Champagne.
the champagne.
Nice.
And then I believe bamboo clown tracked.
Yeah, bamboo something I don't have, and people do ask me at shows about bamboo stuff.
But this is that shatter I was telling you about.
Huh.
So as you can see that, let's see if I can flip it, make it any bigger. Okay, so yeah, that's the shatter. And as you can visually see, the shatter's in there. That's what I wanted. I wanted a medium to high expression shatter, and like that pretty much does it for me.
Yeah, it's a pretty weird looking animal.
Right. Well, it's a dinker as well, so that's pretty unique in itself. But he's got a lot of dinker. Oh yeah, I gotta turn you sideways. Sorry. Get you set back up. Yeah, he's got a lot of dinker over there. That would be Brent Thomas at Ballmart, guys.
Oh, okay.
With the shatter. So not even gonna lie, if I would have hit him up a day or two later, he was getting ready to pull her off Morph Market because he hasn't gotten rid of any of his shatters. So I got lucky and I hit him up right before he pulled it down, and so he worked out a deal with me, and we'll get that going there.
Vinny, who'd you get that from?
Yeah.
See, it sounds like something like Claudio would have.
That's crazy.
But because I know Claudio's got like bamboo lemon pastel, like monarch stuff. But I didn't know it had like Lori or whatever. Nanny, HRA and Lori, I think are the same thing pretty much. So, yep, Claudio, got you.
So, do y'all breed anything other than ball pythons?
No.
We will be trying to get crested geckos.
Yeah, we're gonna try to do the cresteds. We've got a male right now. He's Dalmatian, Dalmatian pen, I believe, or like I forget his genetics, but he's a very nice one. We got him very good deal at a reptile show up in Wheeling, West Virginia. I haven't been to a lot of reptile shows. I really want to make Columbus because I guess Columbus is the biggest around us, and it's an every other weekend show. So I think that's going to be one of my main sources with selling is Columbus because it's an hour and a half away.
Where are you guys out of?
Marietta, Ohio. Well, Newport, Ohio, but Marietta is what everyone knows, or Parkersburg, West Virginia. Like for some reason, everyone knows everything around us, but where we are. And it's very rural. We have one flashing light. We have a post office, no stores, 2 gas stations.
Damn.
And like maybe 1,500 residents. So, yeah.
Really?
It's definitely pretty rural. It's different. Definitely country. Like when I went to live in Manchester, New Hampshire, that was a big difference.
Oh, you lived in when did you live in Manchester?
2018.
Okay.
Hey, Phil.
That
I moved up there and like it was the first time I ever saw a cop on a horse downtown, and I was like, that happens here. Yeah, it happens. So
yeah, Manchester is one of my favorite shows that isn't a national show. It's it's a pretty good regional show up in Manchester. Sammy vended it with us one time, and no, it's a fun place up there. I really like it.
It definitely is.
It's beautiful. I love the drive. It's probably my favorite drive we do because we're
SNHU.
And yep. So it's beautiful there.
Yes, it is. I've lived a few different places. I've lived in Indiana. I've lived in Michigan. I've moved around a few times, but he's mainly stayed around here. Gotcha. He moved to like I don't know 45 minutes away one time, but I've moved state to state.
Okay. I think
he's the older brother, so he's the one that's like trying to keep me in line, and keeping me on task, on schedule. I'm the one with ADHD, if anyone didn't notice. But so yeah, he keeps me on task and with what we're doing. We do weights every week, at least every week, if not 2 weeks, on empty, no food for 3 or 4 days. I do paper towels right now. It's too hot for my bedding. I think it is. I don't like what comes with the bedding when it's this hot. Like I have an exhaust fan in my window. I have a fan circulating air over here, and I have a fan behind me. So it's over 90 degrees in Ohio today, and you feel it. So yeah, it's super hot, and I like paper towels. I change them every 2 days. And if there's an accident in between, I'll just change them out right there. You know what I mean? When I spray them down 3 times a day. I spray them down in the morning. When I wake up at 6 a.m., I spray them down as soon as I get home at 4. And then I spray them down at 10 before I go to bed. So they always have their humidity. And we do back heat. We don't really do belly heat. The hatchling, we are going to change over to belly just for digestion purposes. But other than that, he keeps Pro Coco? Yeah, Pro Coco. I usually keep it. I'll keep it during the winter, but I don't like the gnats and bugs that come along with it during the hot summer.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, honestly, flies and gnats are bad this year. I honestly, if you're a reptile breeder and you say that you have no gnats or no flies at all, then you got to be wrong. They're everywhere. And when you have a ball python take a somewhere, those bugs come real quick, you know? And so I keep up on my bedding. Food, we do breed. We breed rats. We're doing pretty good. We've got around 45 weaned, 45 and weaned. Couple rounds of pinkies. We've got four sets of 4 moms to 1 dad. We got a set of 4 to 1 on ASFs that have pinkies. So it's starting to become successful there. Thank God, because I don't like ordering frozen if I don't have to. But if you order frozen, I order Rodent Pro. I order Rodent Pro every time. I get 15% off every time. We had an issue with one of the shipping rounds, so they gave me a permanent 15% off discount.
Wow.
So like I ordered 25 extra large mice, 25 weaned rats, and 20 small rats, $106 shipped. So I mean, that was with 15% off, and I mean I appreciate them a lot because like most of the times they're on it, but I ordered on a Wednesday evening and it wasn't here till next Thursday. So I had a little bit of an issue with that when I have a lot that are on frozen and I don't have enough live to feed, and a lot of mine haven't had live, and I don't want to put them in that situation because I had one that I actually it was a weaned rat, so it really didn't do anything, but as soon as that weaned rat dropped in there and it was moving, that snake freaked out. Like it had never had a live in it. It was always pre-killed from day one. And so it didn't really strike at stuff. Like you put it in there warm, it eats it. And it didn't have to wrap it or anything like that. So yeah, I like to keep a little bit of frozen around, but eventually I'd like to get over to feeding live. I mean, I feel like live is a little more healthier too, because you've got all the nutrients there that haven't been frozen, if that makes sense. Like it's totally weird in my mind, but I'm like thinking, because if you're freezing it, like the small rat, it looks so much smaller now that it's frozen. You know what I mean? And that live rat is plump. Like that frozen rat, when you thaw it, it doesn't plump back up. Like it still stays that small. And so I don't know. I feel like ASFs. I have one on ASF. That's the Pied Hat Lav. She smashes them, but she will not take a rat, a mouse, nothing.
That's like
just an ASF.
Lavender albino.
Yeah, his lavender albino, it'll only take a live rat. We've tried everything.
Canova, he don't take nothing but live rat.
Yeah, Canova, lavender albino het pied.
Live
Shout out
rat.
Canova, you know,
That's all you
Justin.
Yeah.
Gotta shout him out, you know. But I do have some shout outs if you don't care if I go through them.
Go ahead.
It's a
Okay.
list.
It's a list, yeah. Marcus at Morphologics, he hatched out an 8-ball for me, a male. I'm gonna be getting that. It's het pied. And so that's my main focus is I'm gonna do pied, I'm gonna do het pied, and I'm gonna work cryptic, migraine, and gizmo into the pied as well because they're a liquid clown. It's gonna be a little bit of a process, but it will work. I'm doing it with a buddy up the road. He's ordering the migraines. He's got 3 of the het migraines right now. Beautiful. A pinstripe, inchy, a hidden gene woma, like they're all het migraines, and so we want to put a visual pied to that and then get the het migraine, het pied, and then put that back. So hopefully we can hit a migraine pied or a gizmo pied. But so cryptic, clown pied, that's going to be where I'm working.
Like mine is clown, hypo.
Yeah. So
and a little bit of pie.
he's a little bit of difference. He does the hypo. He's getting ready to do ultramel, and we're actually going to work Suma. Okay. So we're going to end up getting 2 mahogany het pieds from one breeder, and they're going to make us a deal on that, male and female. We'll have to grow them up, but it's a lot cheaper buying them that way, and I have enough going right now for me to keep me busy. So, but Marcus at Morphologics, Christian at Buckeye State Balls, Ken over at LMK Reptiles, Kyle Wittenbach with the Snake Barn. I got my lavender albino het pied and my pied het lav from him. Chris Sarcy with Ball Pythons 101, Dwayne with Balls in My Word, Richard and Pravada Exotics, Jen with High Viz, FNA family, the FNA Balls family chat, all of them guys, they're awesome. They're always there to talk to you. They listen to you. They give you their tips, advice. They're always there. So the FNA family, Henley Reptiles, Free State Ball Pythons, S&E Exotics, awesome people. We talk a lot in chat, and I'm really trying to win a giveaway from them, but it's super hard because so many people get in on it. And Lake County Reptiles, that's where our banana spider clown came from. The me, Sammy, and my brother got together. The Noodle Group, Redline Shipping, of course. That's who we're going to be shipping through. Actually, Raymond Wolf was my first customer ever. He bought my Inchy 50% het clown girl. She'll be getting shipped out to him in the next couple weeks. She's around 120 grams. I'd like to get her up to 200. Sammy, Bull Pythons, can't forget him over here at the pink shirt, you know, Pink Panther.
Everybody loves Sammy.
Yeah. Brent Thomas with the Ball Mart, Irresistible Pythons, and Noco Exotics. That's where I got my OD pastel pied. It was OD when I got it, I promise. But so pairing wise, right now, guys, we've got a Blue Eye Lucy. She has ovulated. She was paired to pastel Inchy Lesser Bongo Het Clown. I didn't think about that until I paired with the lesser and the blue eyed, and I'm trying to figure out the blue eye genes. So we're gonna have some blue eyes there.
That's never bad to have.
What is it?
You know, the bells, especially if you're doing shows, those are always good ones to have at shows. They don't.
Yes,
they don't stay around too long.
I always love Blue Eye Lucy's. That's probably our favorite snake, honestly, because it started as a pet, and like we took over feeding for this person, we started keeping for this person, and they just never came back. Yeah. So, yeah, that's how that went, and I grew her up and I paired her.
It depends on what you're doing and what you're pairing, you know, for me at least. But yeah, to have specific pairings to hit bells, every year, I think is kind of fun and important, right?
An
Like
extra.
it's one to get whatever new people in, or for me it's one that, you know, kids will come up to your table and go, holy crap, there's a white snake right there, and
Right.
you know, that'll make them fall in love with it and all that stuff. So bells are fun to have. Sometimes you don't want to hit them in your pairings, but you know, when you're trying for them, it's always fun to hit them.
So the calico spider,
yeah,
she paired with a black pastel trick. I would have to hit an all 4 gene snake there to even be considered like anything at all. You know what I mean? So I've looked up the combos, and it would have to be black pastel trick or spider calico black pastel trick.
Okay.
And of course, at that point, I'd hold it back and I would put it to a visual pied and make the het pied and go from there back to the pied. So, I mean, that's my main focus is pieds, guys. Like lavender albino het pied.
So many
like
pieds for you.
That is the majority of what he has is pieds.
I have pieds. I mean,
I have so many pieds for you. That's where I started as well. So, you know, that's what got me into it. And
I love pieds. I want to get cryptic into it. Clown, gizmo, migraine.
My first one was the pastel yellow.
Double visual clown pieds, like clown pied, migraine pied, all that.
Yeah.
And like migraine's only been worked for 5 or 6 years. And that's another reason this banana spider clown, it would be great with migraine, because migraine's never been worked with spider. It's been worked with hidden gene woma. And migraine and spider are allelic. Or migraine and clown, migraine and clown are allelic. So, yeah, and that's why anything outside of double het is pretty new, if that makes sense. Because it was started over in the Netherlands, if I'm correct.
Mm-hmm.
And Chris Jones Reptiles. Yes, that's who started it. That's who. Hey, this is migraine. And he worked it for 5 years, and he worked it with my buddy that's up the street. He said, hey, can I ship some of this over to the US? I'll let you work it. And so that's what he started doing. And well, he had an accident during the winter where he was out of town and didn't have the backup. The snakes didn't quite make it. And I'm telling you, he did not go back to his house until the end of winter. He could not. Like, and I mean, they didn't thaw out and get all disgusting. They were frozen. You know what I mean? And he had put so much hard-earned money and time and effort into all of this, and
just for power failure,
just to be gone over a power. No, the heater, the water heater, or something went out. The furnace.
What's up, Wads?
Yeah.
So,
you have a question here. Do you have any lavender albinos available right now?
I do.
There you go.
I have a male lavender albino het pied 100%. The only reason I do is because we're not going to get rid of Canova's. Canova's lavender albino het pied. This is a beautiful example of a lavender albino, though, if you want to grab him.
What's up, North Star?
He is 100% het pied. He came from the Snake Pit, New York City. I bought him with my pied het lav, but the pied het lav is not for sale. But go this way.
There you go. Yeah, that Alex rocking Reptiles. That's one of my good buddies who lives real close to me. So he came to my house asking for lav albinos probably 2 weeks ago, and I was like, I don't really have any, and the ones I do,
like the golds on this one. It's really hard to show them, like the golds, and like it's got a good outlining on the yellows, if that makes sense.
Yeah, some of the albinos are hard to show on camera. They don't
really hard, but I mean, he's an awesome eater. He is on frozen thawed rats. I mean, he's just about breeder size. He's 780 grams.
Oh yeah.
So he's close to breeder, and this is the Canova. So that's the differences in our lavs.
Alex wants to know if you have any females.
I do not. Do not. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I only have a male.
My
But
when he came over, the only lab stuff I got's in like a very weird project that
okay.
I haven't. I have a lav het axanthic posset G stripe pied male, and then I have like an axanthic het lav posset G stripe pied female, and a quad het female, and I'm like, I haven't even they haven't went yet, so I wanted to keep them for a year,
The triple
and
head.
then I'll probably sell them. But he was looking. He came with a list of genes he wanted, and Lav was on there, and I didn't have any. So if anyone else does,
But he's a really good customer as well, too. So Tyler talked about him actually quite a bit. Alex, we need to get you on the show, man.
we do. He's coming on Friday to pick up a rack, one of my ARS racks, and my technically I still use it, but my first Sea Serpents 24-inch incubator, because he should be getting his first clutch very soon, and 2 animals. He's picking up my clown pied male that I hit and a red striped clown het DG male. So he's
very nice.
So he's picking those up Friday, and he's been waiting on the incubator and the rack for a while, and the clown pied for probably 2 months now. He literally picked it like out of the egg, and
that's cool.
It's got to get to 4 meals, and it had only eaten ASF, so I had to switch it to rats, and it finally got ready. Had its 5th or 6th meal last week. So he's been waiting for all that stuff for probably 2 months now, and it's finally time for him to.
And he's only 15, right?
Yes, he is 15 years old. I don't know when he turns 16, but he is 15 years old. I don't know how many animals he has now, but it's a pretty good amount. And
but he has really good ones because they come from you.
Yeah, I think most of the stuff he's bought has been from me. I think he has 4 or 5 animals from some other breeders, and yeah, so red striped clown het DG. He bought my Hatchling clown pied male. He bought one of my Mario het DG G stripe females from last year.
I'm jealous of that, Alex. I need a baby from you when you have babies.
Yeah, so I think the plan for him is to pair the red striped clown het DG. He's just getting to that Mario double het DG G stripe female. He's bought a nice handful of KRG animals that are het pied and het hypo. So he's again, a year, 18 months from now, he'll be hopefully pumping out some like
amazing,
stuff. I don't even.
Jamie has a question for you here, Tyler.
Do I have them? Yes. Am I selling them? No. Me and Holly just talked about this backstage.
Yep.
Sadly, I was very happy I hit my first clown pied stuff this year. It's bittersweet because all the other females decided not to go. And I bought 2 males kind of late last season that haven't kicked in yet. So I got a pin clown pied het hypo and a hypo clown het pied male who haven't quite kicked on to breeding yet. So that threw my clown pied projects and hypo clown pied projects for a crazy loop this year. And I had some double het females reabsorb, and then my double visual female who did lay, my clown pied girl, was not paired to make visuals. She was paired to make triple het. So I'm a little touchy on clown pied right now, but hopefully next season I'll have.
That's what this be.
What's that?
So this was a pickup from LMK, and it wasn't a pickup; it was an extra. So he messaged me the day he's about to ship out this black pastel pied, and he's like, "Hey, do you have room for another?" I said, "Sure." I was like, "What is it?" And he's like, "It's a possible triple het." And he's like, "If you really look at it, you can see at least 2 of the 3 heads." So I was like, all right, I'll look at that. You know what I mean? So as you can see, the normal right here on the side, but then you go ahead and you flip it.
Okay.
And
so what is it?
It's supposed to be a triple het, lab albino, a pied, and a clown.
Okay.
So if you look at the underbelly down by the tail.
Oh yeah. It's got nice pied tracks.
So there's that. And like I said, honestly, the sides look oops, sorry, clown. You know what I mean? Like that makes me want to scream clown right there. And so I believe so. The clown and the pied will prove out, which I'm working clown pied, and I have that lavender albino het pied. So there's all 3 hets to prove out, you know. And once I can get them all 3 together, then I'll be on the holy grail. You know,
I'm gonna do a very selfish plug for myself. My first clutch, everything's ready to go now, except for I'm holding back a clown pied female. I might let her go. I don't know. I'm still debating on it. The clown pied male that Alex is taking
posted on that.
Sold. But I do have 8 other animals that are now ready to go. So Jamie, hit me up if you want them. There's actually all of them are single visual hets, either clowns or pied hets for the other with pastel and leopard. So
I got visual clown pies, 100%.
Get out of here. No.
Do you have any males?
Me?
No, Sammy.
Oh, I didn't check them yet, but I know that white one is a male. Just like
this is one he has available.
I'm absolutely needing a male. I'm needing one that's
he's a lesser yellow belly clown, 100% pie.
I don't know if I loaded her picture up on here. I did not. So I got a Graziandi pastel clown pied, and I'm looking for a male for her.
What do you guys got down there?
That is a Inchy lesser.
Hey Stan, how's it going?
I say Inchy bongo.
Well, she's definitely lesser.
Okay,
flip her
so
around really quick.
Oh,
like to see her. I can see her back.
What's up, John's Creatures?
Yeah, definitely looks lesser. Might be like lesser.
The pairing was pastel Inchy lesser bongo to normal.
Yeah.
Stan, we were just I was talking to Sammy about that today, and I said that's my number one thing on my list is to meet Stan.
And that is a female.
This is a female available.
That's nice. It looks like a Inchy lesser, and it might be bongo. It's very.
That's what I think.
So yeah, that's what he was saying is Inchy lesser, and I kind of see bongo in person.
50% het clown.
Because the black really highlights on the bongo.
Yep. She's very dark. So
right here,
I don't know how to really ID bongo because I have none. But it's
this is Inchy bongo in full shed, and it's available.
Oh wow.
Any hits to it?
Nah, 50% het clown female.
Female. There we go.
I think.
But
are
you keeping the 3 gene?
Like she's for 175.
Yeah, she's 175.
The other one's 125, and then the 50, 75 is the yellow belly.
Yeah, 50 for the normals and 75 for the yellow bellies. We're not looking to make money. We're looking to help people out. Honestly, grab my.
I love seeing my sticker and Sammy's in the background there. By the way, that's awesome.
Yeah, I keep it.
Stickers
Yeah, he keeps stickers on top of his rack right here. So he keeps them.
Now I don't see my sticker on top of the rack. What's up with that?
You got the special place. You got.
Oh, there you go. There it is. Woohoo!
Yeah. So yeah, we keep your guys' stickers around for sure. And the incubator, every time I get a sticker, a video for you guys goes up. So
that's what I'm the most sad about is Alex is getting my sticker
bongo. This is my holdback female. So I mean, yeah, she's not like loaded, but I mean,
pastel or bongo.
Let me get it there. I like I like right here. The like keys right here. It's weird. Nice that's the only broken pattern on her, like on her dorsal.
Got you.
So it's pretty wild. And she's 50% het clown, so I'll prove out her het with her dad. And then super pastel, super bongo, lesser.
I'm doing that. That's for Stan. I'm so happy and blessed that I'll be getting a t-shirt in Daytona for Tiffany.
Hey,
That's
I
one
love
that I'll be
t-shirts.
working
Tell
on.
him he better have one for me.
This is what he's working.
And she
What's
loves
that?
her bongo.
And she Lesser Bongo, 50% het clown.
Okay. Nice.
So as you can see, the lesser,
Yeah.
then the bongo and pastel.
Yeah, pastel really stands out in that one.
Now, grab my pastel lesser bongo because we got 2 of them. We each got 1 actually. They're just very slightly different. Now his is a lot bigger
This is
than
how
mine.
they'll play Morphs.
Yeah, his is a lot bigger than mine because she's on rats. But this one's mine, right up here. So, and then that's his. So, I mean, they're pretty much like the same but different, if that makes sense.
Let me. Where's the head on the one on the left?
This one.
The one on the left. This one.
Well, it's left is his left
Yeah.
is my right. His left is my right, Lily. I promise.
That is true. That is true. Huh. And where's the head on the other
You
one?
gotta call my
The head on the
my
other one.
credit card thing.
Huh.
Cause I couldn't.
Yeah, that's weird.
They're
PIN number's not
they're pretty close.
It's the one that
money in the bank.
that one's way more blushed out. It's very weird.
That's what I was thinking with that. That's the main difference I noticed is the blushing on the sides.
What was it?
Pastel lesser bongo.
Sorry, Sammy's talking to Joy right now.
Oh, you're fine. Sorry. But yeah, so we both got an example of that. But the local breeder that hooked me up with the snakes that got me started, not gonna lie, him and his wife split up. He's staying with me. He's paying me rent, and I'm helping him out a little bit. And I gave him that pastel lesser bongo to get started again because she kept all 150 of his snakes, including his boas that he just purchased for $2,500.
Oh
Okay.
my goodness.
So she kept it all.
I want to. Oh, sorry. I want to answer this question real quick with Alex. Why would you ever want to get your ball pythons off of ASFs?
Stop it.
That right there is crazy.
Alex,
That is the best meal for your ball python.
Don't listen.
Yep.
They're a
That's
pain.
why I started breeding them because I'm not paying the store price. That's for sure.
If
So,
you
Alex,
can-
if
It
you've
is
ever
$7
met
a rat at the store we go to. The local pet store is $7 a rat.
Wow. So listen to Billy from Mutation Creation. He talks about it all the time, how his ASFs feeding his ball pythons actually eat more and better than on
If
rats.
I put an ASF in with my one ASFer, I'm telling you, it's seconds and she's chasing it.
Yeah.
agreed.
She's not just sitting there watching it. She's there for it.
She's running around chasing it.
Yeah. So,
But it is good to get variety too, because
Right.
I think
Right.
Yeah.
the biggest
Change it up.
biggest thing with
We talked
ASF.
about that a little bit actually. He used to he was actually testing the theory of changing between rats, mice, and ASF. Well,
Yeah.
rats and ASF at least. But I remember seeing that one where ASF he just explained is just so much healthier. They'll almost take it every time, 9 out of 10 compared to like 7 out of 10 on a rat. You know what I mean? And
Stan has a good point. Some people can't get them where they live and can't have them in their state. Now, Tyler, is that true for you guys?
No, I think it's not a big problem with ASFs because I don't have one. I think the thing with them is Stan's right. It depends on the person and it depends on the snake, right? But I think there's 11 states that have banned ASFs. So for me, if I fed 100% ASFs, I'm not going to say it cuts out 11 states of my market, but it can definitely hinder it and scare customers away, especially customers who are less knowledgeable or experienced. And then the other very important thing is they're a pain to find and a pain to buy. So for me, if I didn't breed ASFs, I don't know what I would do. I don't have a ton of snakes that only eat ASFs, which I'm 300-ish snakes. I have 5 or 6 that only eat ASFs. Right, Sammy's got 4. Is that what you're saying down there? Yeah.
Being quiet, Sammy. Use your voice, sir. Use your voice. You just got to talk louder.
But I didn't want to talk over him, so I was
But
giving him the silence.
If you're buying the ASFs, I'm no matter where you go, ASFs are more expensive, at least that I've seen. And if you're feeding an ASF, like I have a 3,000 gram female that only eats ASF, so she's getting 3 to 4 a week. And if you're paying $3 to $4 for an ASF, that's whatever, $9 to $12 a week for one animal. Or the same size female will take 2 small medium rats that I charge like $2 for.
Right.
So as a consumer, it can be a very, very big pain if you're not breeding ASFs. And they also for breeding them, it's fine. I don't really have a problem with it.
It can be fun sometimes.
Yeah. But that's my biggest problem with ASFs.
I learned
one kind of rat, and I have to disagree because I have a male in there that he will kill every rat you put in there and will not eat it. But if you put an ASF in there, he'll kill it and eat it.
Stan,
that's the only snake I have like that.
I agree with you to some degree. Again, like I have 300 snakes, and I have snakes that, like, when I bought a collection in 21, they ate ASFs for 2 years straight and then ate rats, and I've only eaten rats since. And I have animals that have eaten rats all their life and then lay a clutch and will not take a rat and haven't taken a rat in 2 years. And won't take them. And I have it's funny to me. So I'll grab 2 tongs, I'll put a rat in there. I'll sit there for 1 minute because I tong feed everything, and usually they take quick, but I'll sit there with the rat.
Yeah.
I'll move the rat and put the ASF in, and it's gone. Right. So I agree with you on most cases. I've had 30, 40 animals in here, maybe more, that have taken ASFs and rats. And there's 5 or 6 that only take ASFs every time and will not take a rat.
See, that's
the same problem.
Is we have a few, like, so for the most part, our whole collection was on rats. Okay. And I had 4 females, or 2 females and a male, sorry, and he had a female. Stop on rats completely, like, hey, no, I don't want it, like, leave me alone. And we put in a frozen thaw large mouse, extra large mouse, and boom, it's over. Like, and they're back feeding. So where she said to switch around the food, that is correct. Because when they stopped on rats, they started taking mice.
When they stop mice, they'll
back
flip,
on rats.
I think they do like change, and it depends on the animal too. Like, if I sell an animal on rats, again, it doesn't go. I do like Alex had animals that when I first met him, the reason was he had 2 animals he bought from someone else who didn't eat for 6 months, and he'd only tried rats. I gave him ASFs, and they took ASFs, and since then, I was probably a year ago now, and we've been good, and those animals have switched from ASFs to rats, and then sometimes go back to the ASFs when they don't eat. But you get animals that I got this banana pied female in 2019, and she has not taken anything but an ASF for 5 years.
Yeah, this one right here. She was on rats, went to mice, and won't go back off of mice now.
Yeah, she's a mouser.
I'm trying to give her up because she's my only female clown.
Yeah. So that one snake I got from Marcus, well, I got 2 snakes from Marcus when I got them.
Gotcha.
Because I got a male and a female, but this is that male. I'm only going to have him out for a second because, like I said, he's in shed. But I want you guys to see that head stamp on him.
Very pretty. Well, guys, we're over an hour. I'm going to go ahead and call it.
Okay.
I've got Bobby that needs me right now.
All right.
So
We're hopping on, definitely.
Yes, thank you so much. It was so nice talking to you guys.
I appreciate it, for real.
Yeah. If you guys need anything, hit me up. Holly.
I look forward
Absolutely.
to talking to you guys more. Like Tyler, I'll hit you up on Instagram for sure. We'll get some talking going on ideas on what to work, because I'd like to get a little more ideas on maybe another gene or two to throw in the mix. So you know me. But yeah, Sammy, Bull Pythons, thank you a lot, brother. I appreciate you. Well, he left us. I appreciate him. He does a lot for us. He helps us out. Anytime I need any information, I call this guy. He answers the phone. He's right there. He is right there. Most supportive person. And if you see me promoting him, like if you see me making videos because he's on a podcast or he's on a live, that's because of the help that he gives me. That's not like me just doing it because he's my best friend. He is my best friend. He's my only friend. You know what I mean? Like my real friend. I talk to him daily. I text him daily. I talk to him, and it's my go-to. I can't wait to meet him. Can't wait to meet you guys. Like you designed my logo, and Tyler, you're just like you're the next Canova. Like
I'm gay.
I mean,
I don't.
Let's be real here. You got fire. You got fire.
Hey, thanks, man.
And I like that. But I appreciate you guys having us on here. We wanted to share our breeding plans, what we have, what we got going, and it happened. So I appreciate it a lot.
Well, you guys have a good night. Holly,
yes.
You too.
You too.
Thank you, everybody, for showing up.